Hello everyone, and good morning. There's no time too early for some good Steel Division, and we are back into Steel Division League. Season 2, it's Group 2 game between Ghaspar and sehandur. They're both in Group A, Division 2. And yeah, in the red, on the left side, our French player playing with the Soviet forces this time, Ghaspar, and on the right side, in blue, sehandur playing the Axis on one of our favorite maps here, Orsha North. And yeah, Ghaspar bringing in the 84th Gatstrelkovi against 21st Hermann Göring. Hey ho, Lolly. And yeah, this one will be a good match, I think, because both players, good players. We haven't seen too much of them yet, but I have met them on the ladder, and I have seen a couple of their games, and yeah, I like their playstyle. Both, with a bit of practice, could become real top dogs. Yeah, let's see how they do in this one. On the lovely map of Ocean North. I always like it when we go to this map. And I think nobody really hates this map. That's why we see it so often, because nobody bans it. Yeah, Hermann Göring. Interesting division. Though I don't know if it's like, yeah, you have good infantry, and you have the 222s, I think this is, right? Yeah, 222s. And some T-34s, but yeah, your Jagdpanzers, I don't know how good they are on this map. Don't think you will see them too much. And Jagdpanzer 4s are like the key unit, or like the signature unit of Hermann Göring, because you get 4 cards of those. Yeah. Ghaspar versus sehandur. An IS-2 already coming in early on. Try to take the open ground, so I guess Ghaspar will try to get in here and. So Jagdpanzers might actually be helpful there. I think they have a chance to penetrate. Forgot the penetration power. But do they actually have a chance? No, they don't have a chance to penetrate the IS-2, but they can annoy it for sure. And they can kill it from the side. Some Jeeps again. Some OBs over here. Likely some Ogno, Chitty. Yeah, with life cards, we again have the issue of waiting through the whole deployment without speeding up. That's the good thing about replays, but on the other hand, life is always. I enjoy life a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I came back from jogging, and I was like seeing someone in the SOD board making out maps, and I was like, wait, are you guys actually playing? And I was like, if you're playing, I still have some couple of hours till I have to do the next stuff today. I have to go to work later on. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not jumping in here and cast that game? And that we do. Obese, Guardia di Peace, Cherno, Pizzerniki. Yeah, 84 is a strong division, but it's just not strong enough to get banned. So we will see it really often, I think, in the league, because just slightly not strong enough to get banned. And it's like not like it's good on, like it's pretty average. Like there's no map where this really excels, but also no map this division is really bad on. Yeah, Hermann Göring is kind of similar. Like not strong enough to get banned, but for sure strong enough to get played a lot. The divisions are. Yeah, the divisions are hammering versus 84. Pack 38. More 222s. Sehandur, hammering. There's twos. So it looks like Sehandur brings on a lot of in the north. Still 4 flamers in the middle. Wonder where Dex should go. Maybe he tries to get in here. The top 3 bands. So for the Soviet side, 3rd Guards tank corps. Then, or for Axis Allied side that is. Then I guess you ban 29th maybe. And then 26th. 29th, 26th, and 3rd Guards tank corps. So yeah, 26th and 3rd is for sure. The 29th is the choice where you can put under the divisions as well in that you don't like. And also depending on map. And for the German side, I guess it's 78th Storm. Let's pause here. 78th Storm, then banning maybe Panzer. Like that, that's pretty map dependent. You can also Harteneck. Like it depends on the map. If the map is open, you ban a bit more tank divisions other than after 78th Storm. And if it's close quarter combat, you ban like Harteneck or 14 or something like this. So yeah, as expected, Ghaspar going for a town. He's the guy on Maverick versus Vanguard on Sehandur's side, so both guys want to be aggressive. And Ghaspar going for the town over here. And only bringing the flamers in here and here. Okay, interesting. That he uses flamers for this instead of only Ersatztruppen. Yeah, so let's see how the push into the town works out. Because there's not too much going into the town. Well, he also brings flamers into the town, but yeah. That's good for him, I think, but there's still so much coming up here. Would have liked a mortar to smoke this this line of sight, so that nothing can shoot your stuff out of transport. Because of this 222, yeah, and that's 222 goes into the perfect position. Because of this 222 going there, your transports will have a hard time to get there, actually. So good positioning out of Sehandur there. See, I always switch up the U and the A in his name. Sehandur. Sehundar sounds much better, don't know. Sehandur. This name sounds familiar, but I'm not 100% sure where it's from. Two 222s coming in. T-34 has to watch out as there's an M42 up the hill. But yeah, the 222 doing a good job here, helping out. But Ghaspar still got in here, bringing in more infantry behind it, and the IS-2 is on the march. Sehandur, trying to get in town, but the OB stops him and his flammenwerfer is there. One got already killed, the other one has to be careful not to get killed in transport as well. Chanu's getting into the town. And the engagement in the south continues. And yeah, as I said, it was too little in the town. And even with the 222 in a perfect position, you can't stop that with an IS-2, OBs, 42, T-34, and just so much infantry. But Sehandur can win the south. Sehandur, he brings in another 222. Don't know if the T-34 really does anything here. With the IS-2 on the hull and all the OBs and stuff. But yeah, I think you actually should surrender this town and go for somewhere else. Ooh, interesting though. He has a JU-87 G2. So if the IS-2 isn't careful, that could end badly for him. Wonder if Ghaspar realizes it. Is it moving? No. Not yet. Now he's moving. But that might be too late. Ah, survives there. So sehandur having the stronger forces on both flanks, but being outnumbered in the middle. Oof. And losing units in transport there is just so ugly. Has to be careful. Please don't move them in there, like, please, please. If these units move in there as well, there's just nothing over here anymore. Ju-87 stays too long as well. Yeah, loses the units in transport. This is looking grim for sehandur now. Like till a second ago, I wasn't feeling too bad about it. But yeah, now with the JU going down and the infantry all dying, transport, if Ghaspar realizes that, he can just overrun the whole middle. Now gets the flag over here, is up to 59. Yeah. Panzer Grenadiers, Pioneers, yeah, everything moving up on the left side. Yeah, Pioneers with MP44s, that's just such a strong unit. The Hermann Goering Pioneers. You have to be careful of your MEs. They are supposed to be fighters, but they're just not maneuverable. If there's a Yak 1, the Yak 1 usually wins if you don't fight head-to-hand all the time. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This might end badly for the ME. Yeah, this ends badly for the ME. Actually, the crit ain't for too long, but still the Yak is on its tail again. You don't want to curve here. You have a bit more speed, I think, than the Yak. Yeah, 20 more speed only though. And yeah, there goes the ME. So sehandur in a lot of trouble. It's not unwinnable, but he's in a lot of trouble. And oof, T-34 moving forward. That is a dead T-34. Moving up to pack a bit too. Yeah, I don't know if you need a pack gun. Don't think pack gun is what you need here. But his flanks are still strong. Captures the northern part. Yeah, from those positions out, he can still start to come back here, but he is behind. Gets the call on T-34, actually, at least with the other T-34. But yeah, there's just so much in the middle that could always push into any direction. And from the flanks, there's only, like from here you can go 3 ways. Up, down, middle, and here's only 2 ways you can go. Like forward, and forward doesn't become useful at one point anymore, so then it's just up, and then the enemy can just stall you there. Much harder to contain this than to contain this. MG42 coming up in the 251. PE bomber coming in. And that might stop the push here actually. Doesn't kill anything at least. But still, that's not a good position you want to be in. Let's say sehandur. Yak Panzer 4 coming in to deal with the T-34, I think. T-34 has to, the sehandur's T-34 has to be careful as the Flammenwerfer just haven't arrived there yet. Pretty sure that's what he wanted to go for and then move in the T-34. But yeah, he hasn't gotten to the M42 just yet. He needs to take that out. Oof, loses his T-34 in the north. The pack is also in trouble against 2 T-34s over here. Pack 38. APCR slots turned off. But yeah, I don't think he won a direct firefight here. Rather put it back, yeah. Oof, no. Move it back. Another Pack 38 coming in. And now he takes care of the M42. Might actually give him this flag. And yeah, he's at a 12-12, so the position ain't untenable for him. And he has the late game with 30 income. Good AA gun here as well. Hopefully it doesn't get taken out. No, bombs don't hit there. Doesn't get the kill on the PE either though, but yeah. The flak feelings are just deadly pieces. Well, it's hard to say top 4 Gitler because yeah, like the top 2 for each faction is easy, and then it's like really map dependent. I think for both factions. Yeah, there's like a top, like you can make a top 5, 6, I guess, but top 4 is hard because yeah, it's just personal preference, I guess. Or like as I said, if you give me a map, then I can give you a top 4 for this map, but. Especially for the German side, where divisions are a bit more specialized, it's a bit harder. So yeah, sehandur wins all the infantry fights now, but he has to deal with the armored units as well, and loses the 2-2-2 unnecessarily there again. Lost the T-34 over here. I think it got up the hill and then killed by the OB. Wants to move up here again, but the Guardia DPs can fire on that. So I don't know if you really want to do that. Like really, I think you want to give up the town for now. 2-2-2 just not in position yet for the JU. I think the JU comes in a bit too early and dies because this, yeah. Yak 1B comes in. And this is not on Quick Hunt. Mistake there by sehandur, not having it on Quick Hunt. If it would be on Quick Hunt, might actually, but yeah, oh, it actually saves the JU 87 still, and that already killed the first D34. Oof, Panzer is coming back into the open, and IS-2 opening fire. Is that what you want to have happen? PE3 coming in. But that's unnecessary. Those Panzer Grenadiers are nearly dead anyways. Pak 38. This next one comes in. Gun jammed, engine destroyed, crew killed, now completely killed, so these T-34s are taken care of. And yeah, I like the north for sehandur now. With the tanks being taken care of, and the... Oof. T-34, please don't run into the automatic. That would be a sad story. Yeah, he realizes it, moves it back. Gets rid of the IS-2, that's a biggie. That's a real biggie there. With the IS-2 taken care of, sehandur's position gets better and better. And yeah, he wins the infantry fights, that's the most important part here at the moment. So he might lose this one, but... Yeah, his armored units didn't do too well just yet, but... His infantry and AT guns did an okay job. And with that, and the MP44 power of Hermann Göring, he might be able to do it. Also already has 2 AA pieces in that Ghaspar does not have. That's like the 300 points he had more in A. Now Ghaspar will get more income, so there. I think it's still sehandur under pressure now in B phase. But if he does okay in B phase, his C phase will be really, really good. Oh, and we got the big boy coming in. The big boy, 380mm HE shells out of the Storm Tiger with a lovely 1 round per minute fire rate, guys. Here and going Pioneers, the MP44s, and yeah, the automatic's actually got melted. Good positioning out of the infantry of sehandur there as well. And yeah, and Light Forest MP44s are just so strong against anything with... Because till you're in range with your 100 meter range automatic's, they're already half dead. So yeah, it's really hard to deal with those. And the Storm Tiger, he is here to flood the whole town. See, I think Ghaspar really should have... Like, Gaspar's mistake was in the infantry section. I liked the rush in the beginning, and it really put sehandur into a lot of pressure. Like, one mistake of Ghaspar was not exploiting it, not going for these 2 flags anymore. putting more pressure onto sehandur. And the other one was just the units of infantry he had on the side was not sufficient enough, or in the wrong spots on both sides. Now it's actually sehandur on the 1311, cutting off this road into the town. This SU also has to be careful, as there's nothing else to stop the Jagdpanzer yet. So 3 coming up, that can deal with it, and nice too, so yeah. But so as of now there isn't. And this, the T-34 moves forward, this SU has to be careful as well. It's not the AT version, it's the artillery version. So it can do AT, but it's not perfect for it. Like feeling I actually might get the kill here. No, has to reload. And that should save the life of the PE, though there are a couple more shells coming in, but no. 2 more bomber rounds in the north, so Ghaspar really going for the air power game here. Sehandur needs a bit more AA now, in some parties maybe. Don't know what the Storm Tiger fired upon. Just the town. I think it was just firing on the edge of the town. Yeah, I think that's the shell. But there wasn't any units in there. Just firing on position. Okay, I wonder why he turned off the MG. Maybe so that it doesn't turn around, but it turns around with the HE one as well, so... Interesting choice there to turn off the MG. Don't know if it was on purpose. Anyone in chat knows why you turn off the MG on the Storm Tiger? Is there any purpose behind it that I maybe not see? T-34 opening fire, guided APs. So yes, sehandur cannot get into this town easily, he has to be more careful there. Like, as soon as his infantry is unloaded, he's doing pretty well with them, but he moves them in a bit too aggressive all the time. There's a lot of stuff here now as well, but the bomber's doing a good job there as well. The PE-3 really doing its job, being fast and resistant enough to not die against flak feelings, against single ones that is. So that really forces another flak feeling out of sehandur. Yeah, these fights are going so well for sehandur. He's winning this one again. That's what Ghaspar is messing up. These fights, just if he would trade somewhat equally in these, he would win the game, I think. But his infantry is just melting. As you know, opening fire, trying to help out the infantry, but there's just so little infantry left here. We really have to be careful against MP44 units. Hungarian pioneers fighting against guided APs. Another IS-2 up here. So there's 2 IS-2s. Fighter gets shut down, so G1 might actually go for it. And yes, Ghaspar, that's another point. If you have IS-2s, why don't you have AA? Why do you bring in 2 KV-8s instead of AA? That's just a misplay. That's the 2 misplays. Not covering the IS-2s with AA and the infantry. That's the 2 points for Ghaspar that at the moment cost him the game. Because as of now, he is far, far behind. He was pretty good ahead, but yeah. sehandur kept calm and just methodically used his advantages out, and yeah. Ghaspar wasn't able to change his playstyle. Yeah, those 37mm should have come in here 3 minutes ago. Like using one IS-2 without AA is okay. Losing 2 is not. Sure, you might lose it still, but at least bring the AA in and at least kill the Ju-87 afterwards. So they cannot come back. But losing to a Ju-87 and they're not even killing the Ju-87, it's just not something you can do. Yeah, the infantry fights still go for sehandur. So I think sehandur turned the game around. After Ghaspar won in the phase where he had less income, now sehandur is winning in the one he has much less income in. And really wins the game here, I think. This is pretty much one for him. He has so many forces everywhere that Ghaspar can hardly deal with it. The G2 will come in and kill this IS-2 here as well, because there's no AA up here. Because as soon as you lose this IS-2s, you cannot afford AA anymore. You have to bring in the AA before you lose the IS-2, because otherwise you have to bring in new IS-2s and then you cannot afford the AA anymore. But if you buy the AA, you don't lose the IS-2 and then you have both. So AA is worth it, guys. And buy it before you lose your tanks, not after you lose your tanks. Buying AA only reactionary ain't good. And yet, there comes the Ju-87 G2 for another run. Good micro there, shifting it around so it gets the side armor. Mr. Allard, thanks for the follow. Yeah, Ju-87 coming in, gets the kill, and yeah, that's game. It's pretty much game. Like Gaspar's airplay, liked his early push, and his tank play was pretty good as well. But his infantry fights on the side and his lack of AA is really what cost him the game here. As losing 3 IS-2s to Ju-87 G2s without killing them, that's just an unrecoverable disadvantage there. New PE3 coming in, getting its bombs off, and yeah, there's the surrender of Ghaspar. And in the end, sehandur takes a decisive lead and killed their Fisher as well. Yeah, let's see if they play game 2 now as well. Would guess so. Otherwise we will cast some replays that I wanted to cast yesterday. Yeah, but that was a good game out of both sides, but just like the average play was good, but just obvious flaws on both sides they should work on, and then they will do fine next game. And really, sehandur not really panicking. Like, I think he panicked a bit, but not like overly, and then just realizing where his strengths are, focusing on these, and getting good kill death ratio there, and then in the end just using the strengths of his divisions and the tools he has to deal with Gaspar's heavy tanks. And if you take out all the IS-2s, 84 versus Toothless Tiger. Mr. Lot, I might cast. I'm not 100% sure. I have to see when this ends. Yeah, that's what I expected. Like, yeah, but I know you you didn't fully panic, but you moved the units a bit too fast and a bit too far forward in. Your reinforcements died too quickly. Ghaspar could have exploited. Like, there was a moment where there was nothing but a Pack 38 there. So if Ghaspar would have exploited that, I think he could have got it pretty well. But yeah, GG sehandur. So sehandur is also a guy who got one of the 1 month subscriptions by Mr. Gerard NM. Really nice. The 5 gifted subs there. But yeah, it was a really nice game. Well done there. Yeah, I guess so. That's like the first day of the game issues. Hope for a good game in game 2. Because yeah, both of you can win a game against each other. I think you're pretty evenly matched. Hey, Metal Face? Wait. What's the time over in the US, Metal Face? Why ain't you in the US at the moment? It's like 4 AM? Or 5 AM? You're East Coast, right? 5 AM, right. So you just woke up or you're still up? 5 AM is damn late. Or damn early. Usually for me, damn late. Like, day begins at 5, at 7. You alter your sleep schedule so you wake up early? Or stay on late? So you wake up at 5 now. That's your change to the sleeping schedule. That's on the healthy schedule either. Yeah, 8 AM is a good time. Like 7 to 8 AM is what I'm going for as well. Also altered my sleeping schedule as well. Because I don't like waking up at like 10 or 11 and it's just some hours you just miss. Like today I woke up at 7:30, made a phone call with a good friend of mine for half an hour, and then I went jogging, and then I did some stuff for university, and then I came here and already casting a game for an hour. It's just so much more fun. Wait, so you try to stay awake for as long as possible? So you're pulling an all-nighter to change your sleeping schedule? So you're pulling an all-nighter, staying awake till 8 p.m. No, it's not 8 p.m. for you. But so you're staying awake till after the podcast, and then like maybe 1 more hour, and then you go to sleep at like 6 p.m. and try to wake up at 8 p.m. Okay, well that's a harsh way to do it. That's the real harsh way, and I don't know if it's a good way, but yeah, you do you. Let me know how it works out. Well, I usually only pull all-nighters if I'm having an exam the next day and I'm not fully prepared yet, because exams are like usually rather early in Germany, and my short-term memory is really good, but it resets most of the time when I sleep. So then I pull an all-nighter, learning into the exam, going to the exam, and then go back and sleep. But yeah, let's see. Game 2 should be up soon. Let's see what the map will be. I think that is already decided on. No, they're banning though. Gora Calvaria getting banned. No, why would you do that? Lenina Stolica Astrono. Okay, so let's see what the map will be. Washington North actually gets banned here by Ghaspar. Doesn't want to play the map again. Wonder why. And we go to Slotsk West. Okay. Let's do it, guys. Slotsk West is the map. But yeah, we'll take a bit longer there. So, do you guys want to be spoiled about the results of the league? Do you want to talk a bit about that? Well, I guess we will talk a bit more about it in the podcast later today. But yeah. Yeah, sun is important. Go out there and stuff. Yeah, winter is harsh. Want to live later on. That's why I know that don't want to live in Germany anymore later in life. But like move somewhere closer to the equator, where winters ain't as bad, like sun hour wise. So rather move to like Italy or Taiwan or so. And then yeah, having your front tire pierced. That's why you have unpierceable tires, and also have like a fix, like a set always ready for fixing it. Because like yeah, 1 day or 2 days without, like when I bring my bike to the yearly or like half yearly check, it's already bad enough. Like not having my bicycle for like 1 or 2 days already breaks me because I do everything by bicycle. Like in summer it's okay because then I have my motorbike to replace it somewhat, but going everywhere in the town by motorbike is also pretty annoying. Rather go there by bicycle in town and then just go out of town. I do it by motorbike, but yeah. Yeah, also got a lot of weight this winter. Really annoying, and that's also like yeah, if you gain weight, your whole hormone system and stuff also gets mixed up. So it's weird time. Already trying to think how I survive next winter better than this winter, because yeah, it was real harsh. That a couple of really messy things, and like yeah, my real life was a mess. Preparation for exams and stuff was not good. Social life was a bit less than I hoped for as well. But yeah. I will work on that as well for next year. Changing tires, I think, it's not too bad. Well, I guess I did it so often in my life that I just don't care anymore. And I even, like, I worked, like, we had an internship, a school internship we had to do, and I did it in a bike shop. So there I changed, like, 20 tires a day, not 20 tires a day, but, like, 10 tires a day or something. And you get really used to that after that. So, game not up yet. Guess lobby is up? Yeah, lobby's up. So it's quest. So let's see when they start. I hate hills. Like, I'm coming from a flatland territory, and now I'm living in a town in Bavaria where everything is hilly. I hate hills for bicycling. Especially downhill, because you use your brakes up so heavily. Like, you have to change your brakes so much more often. Like, uphill is already annoying, but yeah. Going downhill in the city is just so annoying. Because like there's always like on the way downhill there's coming streets from left and right in onto the street as well. So you cannot just go fast and just say fuck it. You still have to use your brakes all the time, and yeah, that's just nah. Well, at least yeah, the behavior, because there's so many bicyclists in Germany and Europe. I think people are much more used to them on the road than over in the US, from what I know. Well, I do jogging for cardio. Like, yeah, I do bicycling. Cycling I do just for getting to places. But, yeah, cardio is jogging. So, now the game should have started, right? Yeah, here we go. Sluts Quest. Well, dunno, depends on the speed you run at. So, we are back on Sluts Quest. Wait. No, this way it is. Yeah, from the side. Really open map. So that's why we have Ghaspar with the 2nd Guards Tank Corps. A division that was ranked real low in the tier list of Mr. Angry Bird. And sehandur with Grouper Harteneck. But I think for this map it's fine. Because it's an open map and it's a tank division. And yeah, sehandur with Grouper Harteneck. So Ghaspar really likes his IS. Well, but 3rd Guards Tank Corps gets banned all the time. Yeah. You will never be able to play 3rd Guards Tank Corps. Sure, 3rd Guards Tank Corps is an amazing deck, and it's the best, and it's much better than 2nd Guards Tank Corps, but that's why sehandur will have banned it like 99.9% probability, because yeah. Like, there's no way you let someone play 3rd Guards Tank Corps on Sluts Quest. Second Guards Tank Corps is for sure not the top division, but if you can ban the divisions that are good against it, I guess it's fine. But yeah, still favor Harteneck a bit, I guess. Because, yeah, Tigers are pretty good against T-34-85s and normal T-34s, so it's really just the IS-2 dangerous to the Tigers. But yeah. The map, I actually like this map. It's like, sometimes it's super annoying, and it can be like super frustrating, and if you play against like 78 Storm or 3rd Guards Tank Corps. But with a fair matchup, this map becomes really interesting. Sure, it's an open map, and it's a tank map, but it's a good tank map, I think. I really enjoyed the dynamic down here, and the dynamic in this area as well. The town fight is mostly like only early on or later on in the game, and then it just bugs down into a slugfest in the middle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think ISU's 152s can deal with Tigers, so we have to see about that. But yeah, 2nd Guards Tank Corps, we'll see. OBs are good. Yeah, he will not get here, I think. If sehandur, yeah, he already has his Panzerbüchsen pack ready. Should be able to deal with this. The IL-237s, you mean, or what IL-2s? I don't know Second Guard's tank core too much, because I just play them so like you see them so not often enough to really worry about them thing. So that's why I just don't prepare for them and didn't look into them at all, because yeah, they're pretty low on the tier list on most maps. Like they're on maps with no, like non-open maps, like infantry maps, they're just utterly fucked. But on maps like this, they might work out. We'll have to see. Well, sure, they're not reliable, but yeah, you can't keep the tiger at bay because you don't want, like, they're not reliable killing them, but they're pretty reliable in keeping the tigers from engaging, because you don't want to run a tiger into those guys. Because yeah, even though it's just a 30% chance of getting hit with the first round, you don't want to take those 30% most of the time. They're a good deterrent. Yeah, Hungarian infantry will be hard to deal with, and also the MP44 units of Harteneck. So it looks like it's a lot of Ersatztruppen. Jägerpioneers, okay. Ersatztruppen, Warterjägers, okay, but a lot of Ersatztruppen. So I guess the Jaroks come in B phase. Panzergrenadiers, Ersatztruppen. Yeah, like the infantry table of Harteneck is just amazing. The person on the right has the advantage because of the hill. Or, like, yeah, the hill is good for the right side, I guess. Better than the hill on the other side. The town... Don't know. If you rush there, you can get there before the other guy gets there, so... Don't know. But yeah, this flag is so close to the front. Like, yeah, I guess the issue for the blue side is that... No, for the red side is that his flags are closer to the front line than the blue ones. I guess that's the advantage here. Yeah, having the flags so close to the front line, I guess, gives the blue side the advantage, yeah. You mean it is forest here for... Like, yeah, this position is good as well. But, yeah, this forest is a bit too far back, so it cannot see as much. So this position ain't bad either. And you have the forest on this side to place units in, which is not missing over here. But yeah, I think it's really the flags being so close to the front line while the others aren't that makes a difference. Wait. Okay, yeah. So, really aggressive play of Ghaspar in the south. He stays true to the setup. Well, relatively aggressive setup out of sehandur. It's the same income curves as last time. With Ghaspar playing Maverick, he seems to like this income curve, and sehandur playing Vanguard. sehandur has to be careful in the south, there's just so much stuff coming in. But with 150 points you can invest into holding. Smokes off here. So Ghaspar, wait, what? He brings the AT gun over here? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's a good position. Although I would have positioned it somewhere further down the road, I guess. These guys arrived too late. They get fried. Yeah, Kentucky Fried Panzergrenadiers there. Oh no, Panzergrenadiers, Panzerbüchsen. Or Soviet Fried, Moscow Fried Panzerbüchsen. Not Kentucky Fried. OB. Opening fire on the pack. So yeah, this power. Oof, that was unlucky, not killing the Ersatztruppen off there. He has to be pushing forward a bit faster now. That all his units are unloaded over here is not good for him as well, because otherwise he could have just pushed forward with transports, but this way he cannot, and Sehandur's transport should arrive in time to hold the front line, I guess. So he might get into this forest in time. Brings in more Guardias. Has the Saparis in the town, but there's a lot for Sehandur, and Sehandur has a mortar as well. So Ghaspar has to be careful here. Brings in a plane. So he really likes his bomber planes, those faster bomber planes. Light bombers. In the game before it was the PE, now it's the IL-2. Really interesting choice there. Yeah, the Ognos should get into the forest. Yak Panther and VK and the Panzer T-34. Plus a couple of MP-44 units. But yeah, Sehandur has to watch out again. Might lose a unit in transport here again. Because he goes a bit too far forward. You don't want to get fried there. Yeah, this guy goes too far again. Oh! He actually unloads it in time. Okay. Changes unloading there. Gets fried from the other side now though. But yeah, good micro there by Sehandur. And yeah, the Ottomanchiki and Tankos just take too long to get there. And Sehandur won the town again. And his whole north is pushing as well. Guardias and ISUs coming in to stop it. Pulling the T-34 here already, so it's just the Yak Panzer, because yeah, if the T-34 doesn't move via the road, that's a mistake there by Ghaspar. Otherwise he would have killed the VK already. Now Sehandur brings it in a good position, where it's harder to kill. And the Ognos are still dying. Guardias are in, but they have to be careful. One Guardia will not hold this assault. Even with an OB support. Oh, there's no, but this one isn't in a great spot to help out. Neither is the OB over here. It's holding out the right Aegis in the north though. And yeah, the Tankos need to get into the forest, and the forest they should be able to deal with stuff. VK has to be careful. Tankos pushing in. But Tankos ain't really great in this territory. Neither are Guardias. Like in a combination you can make them work, but it's still, the 100 meter range, getting into the 100 meter range is just so hard. And they just get annihilated there. Taking so many casualties. T-34 engaging the Yak Panther, but it, yeah, gets turret stack. He has to disengage there. Ghaspar doesn't realize it in time. Gun jammed. Now he moves it. Ooh, but now it's his engine destroyed, so yeah, this one is a dead one. ME sadly not on point there. Another T-35 coming in. Another IL-2 coming in to actually kill the ME. Or not. Okay, going for the bomb run first, and the attack run later. So the OB and the Guardia keep the Ersatztruppen in the town. Didn't get the bombs off actually. And didn't got the ME kill just yet either. So the ME is still trying to go for the attack run here. Let's see if sehandur brings in the fighter as well. Then he might get it. Might get the IL-2. Otherwise he might lose his ME here. But IL-2 ain't a great fighter. So yeah. Well, 25 kilogram bombs are pretty good in pinning down a couple of infantry units, but yeah. Yeah, now there's the fighter I was talking about. Might still lose the ME though. Yeah, loses the ME. AA comes in earlier this time. IL-2 damaging the ME, getting its engine to overheat, so that's good. Jagdpanzer versus T-34-85, that's not a perfect engagement, you want to have Tigers there. Like, this is an engagement that can go either way. I think the Jagdpanzers are a bit favored due to aim time and accuracy, but it's not an engagement you really want to take. Does this ME... this ME has to be careful, even the rear gunner of the IL-2 might actually kill it. Yeah, now he brings it back. Smoke coming in from sehandur there. Don't know why, actually. Well, I guess to save the Jagdpanzer, but... Okay, he moves into Jägerpioneers now, but... Yeah. HE rounds would have been better, actually, I think, than smoke rounds there. ISU holding down the road here. And Tankos are in a okay spot. Yeah, you want to move them back so everything that moves in the forest dies. And not everything can... nothing can spot you from outside of 100 meters. T-34-85 in an engagement with a M42. IL-2 bomber coming in to deal with it. And that should, yeah, there it goes down. T-34-85 should move up here. So this T-34-76 will deal with the VK just fine. And one Jagdpanzer went down here. So it's really Ghaspar in the advantage now here. And yeah, really good usage of his bombers. Getting stuff pinned. Like, really, they don't kill stuff, but they're relatively cheap, and you can use them to pin stuff down. And he does that really well. sehandur with the sneaky AT gun usage gets the crew killed over here. Has to be careful though, as the infantry now can engage the pack. This pack might get the kill on a T-34. Well, we will see. It's close range engagement, so it could go either way. What was... okay, that was an OB shot. Oof! Jagdpanzer getting the kill on the ISU here. That's a biggie. Because that was the anchor unit out of Ghaspar here in the north. And now with a Stu and a Jagdpanzer 38T, sehandur could push there anytime. I don't know if he actually realized what he did there just now. Because I guess he's focusing on the south. Killed both T-34s, lost both AT guns, but yeah, that's a fair trade for him. Jagdpanzer keeping on moving. Yeah, more Guardias coming up. IL-2s. Do a bomb run. Pinning down another infantry push. So yeah, these IL-2s is doing really fine, but yeah, he needs AA again. Because otherwise these IL-2s will go down again to MEs. Does it actually get out? No, it doesn't. This one is going down. Yeah. Takes a bit longer than other planes to die, but it still dies in the end. OB here in a good position. Tanko is going too far forward. Yeah, you just want to keep them in the forest. You don't want to get aggressive with them. It was a mistake there by Ghaspar. In this map, you don't want to push with them before, like other did with smoke or like supporting stuff. But he didn't have any support there for them. He only pushed into them with the open. Yeah, now they're spotted. Now the MP44s can engage from over 100-meter range. That's just not the spot you want to be in. Now they're so low life. Even engaged again at over 100-meter range. That's real bad for Ghaspar. Because those tankers were the only thing holding the North in front. And with losing them, these 3 flags are just open for the taking. Ghaspar moving in again over here. Yeah, can stall the push, I guess, with his IL-2 again. But you can't hold it out forever. Has to hope that this T-34 here wins the engagement against the Jagdpanzer. He really needs to kill there. Has assist 2 coming up. That's an important weapon there. But yeah, his Tankos, really the infantry. Ghaspar has to work on his infantry unit fights. Because, yeah, the infantry engagements he takes are just always really, really bad. The infantry traits he takes are just horrible. Loses 2 more infantry squads in the south again. Like, tankos can be good units, but I'd rather have them in town fights. Or like in deep forests. But there's no deep forest here, so I'd rather use them in town fights and use only Guardias for the bush fight. Or Guardias and Ognos. Ognos at least have smoke, so they can make the engagement. So the T-34-85 actually gets the kill on the Jagdpanzer. Which will stall the engagement over here for a while. Now the T-34 coming up with Guardia DPs and more Guardias. Tiger coming in now, so this T-34 is in a bit of trouble. As it ain't protected by the ISU. Yep. I'm with you there, Metal Base. The armored build-up goes. Yeah, like Ghaspar took too long to push into the south. All his infantry units got unloaded early on was a big issue for him. If he would have gotten into the forest, these engagements would have gone much differently, I think. But yeah, with him still having to try to get into this forest, it's much harder. And now there's just so much stuff. There's a Tiger, there's a Jagdpanzer. There comes the off map. AA is there, Commander is there, Panzer Grenadiers everywhere, alright, the Jaegers. Just too much now. He still likes his bombers. Gets a couple of units there killed in transport. Another big loss for him in the north, where he nearly has to use every unit he gets. And no AA. Again, no AA. This is not a bomber here. They wouldn't have to buy if his IL-2 would have survived. That would have been an AA unit. Ghaspar, that like really infantry section, and the planes are where he's losing the games. Now, that's the wrong timing for the IL-2. Allowing the enemy just to get behind it perfectly to get the shutdown there. Yeah, oof. That was a bad call in timing there. Actually, oof, that was the absolute worst call in timing ever. Oh my god. What a hero ME-109 there. Oof. That's the moment I would have just quitted. After a mistake like this, I think I would have been just mentally destroyed. Because that's just over 300 points down the sewer. Doing absolutely nothing. And you don't have endless planes as either, so your air power just got demolished to a point where you cannot build back up to it, even if you have the time. Especially not with 80 income in C-phase. So yeah, now he only has armored forces. Pushing in here will be real hard. Lost the flag over here early on. Don't know about the longevity of the decks, so maybe Ghaspar can ruin about that, but yeah, real hard without AA. Actually, yeah, okay, moved up the AA again and stuff. Guy IDPs coming in. M2A1's helping out. They should be able to get this flag back. Oof, actually moved the M2A1 just in range of the pack. That's a bit unlucky there. Killed the Stew as well though. That's a good one. So yeah, I like the armored combat out of Ghaspar, and I think that's the reason why he plays these armored decks. Like 84th with the IS-2s and now second guard tank core, because his tank usage was pretty good, but he really has to practice his infantry usage. Because actually good infantry usage is even more important with tank divisions, because you cannot just throw them away like you can in other divisions like Kuruk. So even though it might be, like, as a tank fan you might be drawn to them, it might actually be better to play a division like Kartenek where you have like some heavy tanks but actually have the infantry to just spam. Because yeah, the infantry combat is just what holds back Ghaspar real hard here, and what sehandur does really well. The infantry trait's always good for him. Both sides losing a bit too much in transport. And yeah, he lost. Ghaspar won most of the armored engagements actually. Like the fight against the Yak Panthers down here and stuff, but yeah, if you cannot follow it up with good infantry, that doesn't help you much. If your T-34s have to find the AT guns of the enemy, like they did over here. And now there's 2 Pack 40s. Both with 2 star veterancy thanks to the commander and the leader. And these might be deadly. Kujar's coming in. And yeah, we had the 13-11, but this... Yeah, I guess, like, Ghaspar has still good units on the field. And if you bring something into town, he might bring it back to 12-12. But it's actually sehandur now, soon with the income advantage again. And yeah, you really just... The combined arms warfare out of sehandur's side is just so much better. Having the off-map, having mortars, much and better infantry play. Off-map coming in. Yeah, it's Ghaspar with the Maverick. As in the game before. So he really will be in trouble in C-phase. Like, not super huge trouble. 80 versus 110 income I think is still doable if you get good trades, but yeah, he doesn't get good trades at the moment. Losing the T-85 over here. Tiger versus ISU. He has assist too though, so that might help out. So it's, why is it not in... How come this is not in range? Okay. It's unlucky there, and that second Tiger shows up, and then the ISU might be in a bit of trouble. Okay. Good fall back there. Letting the Sis-2 do its job. Actually turned off APCR shells there. You might want to turn those back on now. Might want to turn these back on because the normal shell only has 120mm against 125mm of armor. Gets a kill on transport there. That's good, but yeah, there's no infantry for him, and he loses the ISU. Oh, Because I think the Pack 40s got in there. Lose the AA gun, and yeah, Gaspar's in a world of hurt now. The pain is real now. Sis getting killed. Artillery killing the AA. Yeah, this is game, guys. There's just too much on the field. Now he tries to push in the north. This might actually work out for a while, but his whole south is just collapsing. Time to go. You're scared of today? What is today? Whom you playing again? He also tries to push in the middle. That might actually work out as well. So yeah, I think Ghaspar might be able to win the north now. But I don't think it has a longevity on it, because he will again be not cost efficient. Like, he loses so many infantry units already moving just over the open here. Arya's down to 3, Zapari's down to 3, Tanko's down to 4 men. His infantry pushes are just so costly every time. Jarok is getting pinned down. His armored units is good support. I like his usage of planes. Though I dislike that he doesn't bring them up with any... And is that... Wait, does he really have Winchester turned on? That might be the spectator mode issue, right? That you have to turn it on and back off? Off and then... No, turn it back on and then back off, even if you have it off. If you're in spectator mode, because it's hosted over region servers. Not really sure if it is still in Steel Division 2 the same issue, because I never played with my games in spectator mode. But yeah, you don't want to have your PE3s and IL2s on Winchester, because they can deal with planes. Don't know how many T-34-76s he has left. He brought them in an A Scout Bird, so that's only 6? Or even 4 per card? 4, I think it's 6 per card, right? An A? So, I think he already used all of his T-34-76s. I'm pretty sure he used all of them already, as he brought them in an A. But yeah, his town push might go well, but holding on in the south will be real hard with 80 income, because there's just so much stuff for sehandur now. And there's no real front line for Ghaspar in the south. So yeah, even though he wins here now, hopefully Les doesn't lose. Yeah, okay, doesn't lose his T-34 there. Best push in the north got stopped as well. And yeah, he still needs to nearly take all of sehandur's life, so I don't see that happening. Because, yeah, he's just... The push, this is not a longevity push. This is just an I need to take ground somehow, somewhere push. Yeah, even if sehandur loses his Ersatztruppen here, that doesn't really matter, it's just Ersatztruppen. There flies the shell. Gets the kill actually, so yeah. But there's so much stuff coming in for sehandur. Or already on the field. Like the 2x40s. You don't want to take that engagement for too long as T-34-85. Yeah, 2 Tigers coming in, there's nothing reinforcing over here. Only one Zapari is surviving against 2 Hujar Rocks and the Hujars. And yeah, there it goes. Actually, the HE shell pins him now for a while, but yeah. This will not go well for Ghaspar here. I think as soon as he loses those 3 flags down here, he will surrender. As his push down here, it gets back down. And there's just so much stuff coming in. Stay on there. Like compared to the amount of Ghaspar's flow in. Jar is actually moving by T-3485s. One getting killed. Killed actually a Buck 40, but yeah. Now there's the Tiger tank. Really good usage of the planes. Another good bomb run there, I think. Hitting here. Oh no, hitting the Tigers. Yeah. But still, it's now down to 16-8. This game ain't looking good. You only played one 1v1 match since Oscar Cup? Then you should maybe play one or two more before you play against Museum. Balanced? Well, he's a pretty aggressive player if I remember right. But yeah, all the French players seem to be pretty aggressive actually. Like Ghaspar really tried hard here. Scouts played pretty aggressively as well in his game. In the first one. With the Guts Tankor. Lolly for sure is an aggressive player, we all know that. Maybe they thought, that's the lesson they learned out of World War II. After the Maginot Line, the defensive strategy didn't work out. Now they think aggression is the way to go. Yeah, Vanguard is, but yeah, balanced. You have to be good at because you have to win. But like if you're a good player, I think balance is the best option at the moment. But Vanguard is a bit more forgiving in the early game to losses because it gives you more reaction opportunities to anything early on. So yeah, if you know you can stall out the game, balance is the best option at the moment. But Vanguard is the safer option. That's why it's played more, I think. Even though I think at the moment balance is the better income. Because you only have to play defensive, and playing the defensive you usually get a better KD and then you can win in C-phase with just much superior income. Also with balanced you have the issue of running into Maverick. Like if you play Vanguard versus balanced, it works usually you usually should do fine with balanced if you play okay-ish. But if you run against Maverick, balanced just has a lot less income in the first 20 minutes. And holding on against that onslaught is real hard. Though on the other hand, you got like 90 more incomes in C-phase. That's huge as well. But yeah, this game is still going on, but it's really close to sehandur taking the victory here. Ghaspar did really good job at a lot of stuff, but yeah, AA and infantry. That's the only two big issues for him. Like, and the infantry one is the real biggie in the room. Like, because that's something you have to practice. AA is just something you have to remind yourself of just buying, because that's nothing you really control actively. You just put a 37mm there, and then it's fine. But the infantry play he really has to work on, I think, and then he will do mighty fine in Division 2. Because yeah, I really think his tank play is super fine, and his usage of air I also liked a lot. Well, you can do Juggernaut. Some people will even tell you it's the meta at the moment, though they lost every game so far with it in the league. But yeah. Still hoping for more income curves out of Eugen. More than 4 options. Like 6 options or 7 options would be nice. Like an SSB income or something. But too much chickies engaging over here. And yeah, that's game. So sehandur takes the victory 2-0 over Ghaspar in their game, which I think gives sehandur a pretty good spot in their standing. Oh no, wait, that's That's 2, right? Yeah, so there. Oh yeah, he tied his first game. And yeah, it was Gaspar's first game in the league. So it's only Metallic. No, Metallic and Didaris both haven't played yet. Okay. But yeah, sehandur takes the lead in Group 2 with 1 tie, 1 victory. Good position for getting into the top 3. And yeah, really GG VP there. Please, guys, don't. That's a bit over the top. And yeah, no, Behemoth. No, please not. No, not stuff like that, but like SSB income or like a super straight income or like a like I guess something like don't know what the third option another option would be. Like I guess a bit of shifted balance or something. I don't know. Very nice game, yeah. sehandur VP, GG VP there. But he's on the other side of the bracket. First of all, you have to worry about your own group, Mr. Metal Face, don't you? Yeah. About Gove and Tunica. From Paulus, I haven't played yet. Who's his first week's match against Tunica? Okay, no, yeah, right. That's why is there no round? Wait, that's a bug. Is that? Do you guys see it as well when you go to it? Okay, now there's it. It is okay. It was just a loading back. But yeah, Tunica versus Von Paulus. Really, we're looking forward to today's talk. Yeah, really looking forward to the General's launch. Think I will stop here now, guys. See you all in the General's launch. For all you guys watching this on YouTube, go check out the General's launch, episode 1 and 2 over at Angry Birds YouTube channel. We talk about the league, about Steel Division overall, and yeah, in the podcast, first 2 episodes are with Angry Bird, Metal Face, Fruit Lord, and me. We'll see about the lineup for the future. But yeah, really, thanks for watching, and thanks for the new followers. And yeah, have a nice day wherever you are. If you're going to sleep now, if you're waking up, if you're standing up now out of the bed, whatever you do it good, and have fun doing it. And yeah, I'm out. Have a nice day.